Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, Friday, we made it to the end of another day. And today we are actually going to be talking a little bit about this Verizon fine. And yeah, somebody in the comments here says the Verizon fine. Don't feel too bad for Verizon though. The fine was less than 0.5% of the potential profits they were set to make. So yeah, we need to ask what in the world's going on over there. But how is everybody here today? Greetings, Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realm. How's it going there? Found an app in the repo that adds Nyan Cat to your terminal. Woohoo! We can add a cat. We can add a cat. It's Lolcat. Let's see, it's Nyan Cat. So that's the one. This is not the one that flies like the Pop-Tart looking cat, right? Is that the Nyan Cat? Quint, greetings, Quint. Hello, Snazzy Butterfly. Let's see. Terminal Nyan is the best. If only you could use the PC speaker to play the music. There you go. Just installed an Arch and it was glorious. Hello, White Chocolate. How are you today? Windows 10 Central said Windows 10 light theme looked great. That's because Windows 10 Central likes to sniff the farts of Microsoft. Dr. Rob, greetings, Dr. Rob. How are you? Let's see. I had to leave to avoid potential copyright issues. All right. I don't think there's anything wrong with the light themes. Actually, I prefer light to dark themes. Yeah, Snazzy Butterfly. But did you see that particular light theme from Microsoft? It looks like Windows 95 was vomited out onto Windows 10, and it just doesn't look good. Just doesn't look good at all. Frost Ranger loves the universal dark themes. Yeah, I don't mind the light themes. I mean, I run a mostly light theme on my system here. I don't mind it at all. This is an ugly light theme. This is pretty ugly. Hello, Vince. How's it going there? Mike W. Greetings, and how are you? The Shadow has arrived. Shadow 1028. You said there was an issue suspending and resuming on Linux. I agree. I had issues with Mint, but not on Manjaro. On Manjaro, the screen unlocker won't accept input at times, however. Yeah, I don't know the state on Manjaro. It's been a long time Mint issue, which I've never really looked much into because I never suspend computers. I either leave them on or I shut them down. One of the two. In fact, usually my computers don't even have power going to them because I turn off their power supplies. So, you know. Let's see. Okay. Q1 Fiend, the trouble I've had recently suspending and resuming when I was running LXLE off an SD card after resuming the whole file system. Yep. Linux has Windows beat by a long run on theming. Windows has become communist or maybe fascist. I don't know. I would say fascist. It's forcing its design upon you. It's saying, would you like to eat white bread or wheat bread today? It's giving you the options. I mean, come on, really. The Miker, greetings. Windows has never really offered much customization aside from changing the colors around, at least not visually. Oh, that's just because you must be younger. I mean, back in the day, you could do anything with Windows. Oh yeah, you could do amazing theming with Windows. And then Vista happened. Blah. Dan, how's it going there? Waiting for Switched again. Hey, I was on time today. I was on time. Like, it was the latter end of the minute, but I knew I was going to make it. Pirates Reality, greetings there. Benjamin Eldridge, how's it going there? Let's see, I've been getting a lot of new Linux channels on my feed. Good to see there's that many of you on YouTube. Yes, indeed, there are a number of us. There's a couple new ones going to be starting up here soon, too. I think, Quint, are you going to be doing Linux videos? I think Dan's going to be doing, like, audio stuff, right? Mugen, greetings there. How's it going there? Mother Microsoft knows right. Yep. Woof, woof. All right, let's see. Hello, Dark Days. Australia just passed into law the bill that will force companies to give them encryption keys. Yes, yes, and of course, Australia is one of the companies in the Five Eyes, just like over here in the United States. So I should actually be promoting my other VPN then today, shouldn't I? Let me do that. Let me promote the VPN that's not in the Five Eyes today as we start the news. I have both the screens set up, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's see. 2 words, Verizon fine. Yay, finally. Yeah, you'd say finally, but don't hold your breath. I mean, it was their fine as effectively kind of like us splitting a penny in half and handing it to somebody. Kitty's back, working like he should be. That's right. Just sit there and look pretty. Yeah, and now he's sitting over here. And I forgot to get your kitty treats out of the drawer. Yeah. I'll have to go get his kitty treats out of the drawer. Let's see. Trust me, it was timing. KO2610, greetings there. Justin Douglas, hello. Why your hands messed up? You boxing at the gym? No, it was a run-in with the bed. Actually, yeah, believe it or not, the bed did all that to me. I was boxing WordPress. Which, by the way, if you follow that WordPress video I did, just since I published that video, 2 more pages of comments, all 1-star reviews. You're hearing only really good fluff reviews. Oh my God, it's amazing! And then pretty much everybody going, what is this nonsense? And most people didn't know what's happening. I mean, I get the weirdest array of comments on that video. Like, oh my God, you're just a hater, blah, blah, blah. No, guys, you guys follow my channel. You know I've actually updated to this plugin on my channel on live streams. Like, totally unprepared. Let's see what this looks like. And it was a nightmare. And it's still a nightmare. It is a horrid nightmare. But I don't know. There is a coding boot camp or whatever this weekend. So hopefully they see the light and go like, "Whoa, crap! This is like crystal clear Coke." Or no, it was not crystal clear. It was this was like the new Coke and the Windows 8 start screen all combined in one. That is the level of bad this crap is. Okay, I'm not saying the old editor was right, but it was the wrong implementation. So, yeah, but no, it's boxing WordPress. No, it was actually, it's the bed frame has messed up my hands. Yep. Steve's very own. Greetings there. Healthcare privacy is a different level of privacy, and it should be. Yeah, but nobody cares. I mean, Verizon, Amazon is just getting into all that kind of stuff. So, you know, Verizon is only game in our town. Yep, that is a reality for most people. Absolutely. Hello, Mr. Anderson. How's it going there? Me and the boyfriend went to Amish country and got a fancy hot chocolate. Very cool. Microsoft Edge is dead. I think I have that in my feed. We're going to talk a little bit about that. About time. But of course, they're just going to Chromium, which is just getting worse and worse. Okay. CPI's Vince is going to pipe some NiCat music through the home speaker system. There you go. At least it's not the Macarena. You guys remember that one? The whole Macarena? It's winter and I'm indoors. I like dark themes, but if it's summer and bright outside, I find light themes easier to see. There you go. Hey, Red Falcon Run is here. That is my real legitimate brother. He streams usually during the day at Twitch. What is it? Twitch TV/Mavis Games, I think. Go ahead and post the link. I think everybody can post links now for some reason. Go ahead and post the link there, Red Falcon Run. That's my real brother, though. We are completely night and day. You go to his channel, and it will be F-bombs, dirty songs, a lot of things that are not particularly family friendly. But you know what? That's okay. So if you want to see the clean side of my gene pool, you come watch my channel. If you want to see the dirty side of my gene pool, go watch my brother's channel. Very cool stuff, and he's doing. He's basically building a world for a new game that should be released here pretty soon, and I'm petitioning for them to get that thing on Linux. If that thing's on Linux, I'll stream it. If it's not on Linux, I'm just gonna no. But check him out. He's on Twitch at Mavis Games. Let's see. I haven't heard a good woot woot in a long time. All right, is swap file size related to the laptop? Okay, yeah, if you are suspending a laptop, you need a swap partition or a swap file. Again, since I don't really bother with that stuff, I don't know all of the ins and outs and details, but you basically need at least the amount of RAM you have. You need a swap file or a swap partition set for that size to get suspension to work. I should go back to what works. Linux Mint 18.3 works. Yep. Not a content creator, just professional content consumer here, and I'm super fine with that. All right. At one time, we're both affected by swap. Crystal Pepsi. Yeah, but it wasn't like the Crystal Pepsi flopped, but the new Coke was the huge flop because they're forcing this new Coke. Everyone loves the new Coke, and then everybody hated it. and they had to go back to Coca-Cola Classic. And that's why, if you're unaware, or every time you buy a Coke, it says Coca-Cola Classic. It's because they tried to change the formula. It was a bombshell, and they had to go back, and they renamed it Coca-Cola Classic, and the Classic has been with us ever since. Maybe it was just a big conspiracy to add the word Classic to the name. I don't know. Watch the video on the bike during PE and annoyed everyone with your raging. There you go. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I got more violent on that video than I usually get on videos, didn't I? Yeah, Verizon's more expensive than Comcast for internet and TV. Hello, Tony Simmons. Go readings there. Man, your own brother is in a mod? That's harsh. Yeah, you know. He just makes it every now and again, you know. I actually received a quarter inch change that was skimmed for whatever reason. I do not know. The stamp date was 198 something. No silver in those. All right, nor copper. Hello, James Miller. All right, on to the news. We have 3 sections today: privacy, business. And I pulled out 3 security news sections. So, of course, in the interest of staying out of the 5 eyes, if you happen to need some privacy and security on the internet, I have an official NordVPN affiliate link. So that is tlm.li. That stands for thinklifemedia.li. That is my own personally hosted link shortener. So it's tlm.li/Nord. If you do like the 5 eyes, you can go for private internet access, same/PIA. And I'll try to remember to put the links to those in the description. But with NordVPN, you can connect up to, I think it's either 5 or 6 devices. I was flip-flop the 2 around. 5 or 6, okay, so 6 devices at the same time on a single account. So that means you can get one account and you can put it on your phone, you can put it on your computer, you can put it on all the different places. They will work with the OpenVPN protocol that we would use generally in Linux. I don't remember if they have their own client or not. I don't generally use those. I just use the OpenVPN. They do support creating the profiles and paying with cryptocurrencies, PayPal, things like that. So, of course, utilizing my affiliate link, you can get a 3-year plan. It's $170 billed once. That gives you access to their network for 3 years. You can get the 1-year plan, which is $7 a month, or 1-month plan at $12 a month. So have a look at the link down there, and I'll try and remember to put that there as soon as the show's over. Someone remind me, please. But it's tlm.li/Nord. And tlm.li/PIA for private internet access. So, on to the news, We're going to start with privacy news, like usual. And of course, first on privacy news, Skype is making some new changes once again. Woohoo, Skype! They are now introducing live captions and subtitles. So as you are talking, Microsoft's AI servers are going to record what you say, print it up for the screen of everybody, and you know what that means, guys? That means they're going to be storing that data. So not only what you said could be stored, because it's so much easier. So now they can just kind of peek in and spy on you during the conversation. Hopefully it's not a husband and wife away from each other. But then they can actually create an entire transcript of everything that was said and just store that. I mean, so much easier to store that than it is to store video. Just solves that server issues. And so Skype is introducing this concept. Of course, this is something that is in several other different services as well. But nevertheless, we have a system built into Skype now that will be able to basically log and record everything, and that basically means this is going to be tied into your Microsoft account. So be careful what you say and do on Skype. Who knows, maybe the AI will eventually start describing stuff, and then what's going to spit out the back end very well could be 50 Shades of Grey Part 4. It depends on what you're doing on Skype. So anyway, with that being said, Google is doing some fun things. They are now rolling out their nice new Google Call Screener application. So it's a good thing that now you can run all your phone calls through Google, people. Isn't this awesome? So the idea is you set this up on your device, and anytime somebody calls, then it will go into a screener, and then the screener needs to talk to Google before it passes in. Guys, this means that now all of the phone communication is just going straight to Google before it goes and hits you. It's great that you want to be able to block the guys like, hello, what's this? Oh, they didn't have the cool screen here, which was like a telemarketer. You know, so basically somebody calls your phone. So imagine that, to reach a person on a phone, to like, okay, Hello? Now you're talking to a Google bot, but I'm holding my phone upside down. Isn't that epic? There you go. So you make a phone call to call somebody because you want to talk to them, and you have to talk to a Google robot first. No, thank you. I am not interested in talking to a Google robot. Because, of course, the ploy is, ooh, we're going to cut down on all this spam. We're going to do all this kind of stuff. And the reality is it's passing all of this information on to Google. More of the metadata, more of the, and by the way, I have not consented to your Google bot collecting my data. Have they addressed this? Of course they haven't addressed this. And that won't be addressed until, you know, some politician or whatever is caught up in the middle of this crap. And so this is frightening, especially when there are way better ways. Like the telecommunications company has the ability to block all these third-party countries. Okay, it's simply A, authenticate all phone calls, B, prevent any international calls unless somebody specifically wants international calls, and C, just make it illegal to spoof phone numbers. What is there like? But there's legitimate reasons. Yeah, the legitimate reason is so that the slimy, bottom-feeding debt collector has a fake number when he calls you so you actually pick up the phone. Doesn't sound to me like a good excuse and a good reason to keep the ability to use a spoof phone number. Do away with spoof phone numbers, guys, and this all goes away. We don't need to hook up Google to our devices and force everyone who calls our phone to talk to Google first. No, thank you. Not particularly interested. All right, on to our feature story, and this one just kind of irks me up, guys. Get your fire extinguishers ready because I'm telling you, this might be a time to combust. It very well may. So this is in New York. At least the New York Attorney General's office is onto this kind of stuff, and so they caught Verizon violating COPPA completely and selling ads to people that they absolutely unequivocally knew were under the age of 13. So for those uninitiated, COPPA is the law dealing with child privacy. It is called the Child Online Privacy Protection Act, and it dictates that any child under the age of 13, a company may not collect any data on them, they may not store any data on any of them, and they may not target data on any of them. Okay, they just can't target them in any way, shape, or form. Verizon didn't care. They, of course, this was part of the AOL. So Verizon, AOL, and Oath, they didn't care. They just like, screw it. We're just going to make so much stinking money you got no idea. So they put together a plan and they started selling advertising specifically to younger children, targeting them specifically on their devices, and they were caught. They were caught. And the company agrees to pay $4.9 million fine, the largest penalty ever for COPPA enforcement in U.S. history. Now, if you scroll down, though, and look into this, AOL conducted billions of dollars of auctions on hundreds of websites where the company knew were directed to children under the age of 13. Blatant disobedience to the law collected billions. Guys, if their sales was only $1 billion, $4.95 million is 0.495% of the projected gross sales. Now, this says billions. So if that is $2 billion, this is less than 1/4 of 1% of the potential billions of dollars they were fined. Ooh, it's the biggest fine in the history of the world. Crucify them! Crucify these stupid execs. Crucify every one of them. Fine the company $700 billion when they can't afford the fine. Take every goddamn thing away from every one of those directors and throw them in jail until every penny is paid. You want to clean up corporate America? You want to prevent direct violations of COPPA? Let's get serious. For crying out loud, this is a direct violation of the law, the result of them gaining billions of dollars in profits, and you take less than 1/4 of 1% of those profits, and you fine them that much and go, Don't do that again. Don't do that again. New York, you can burn in hell too. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. For crying out loud, let me break down why it should be so high. It should be so high. It should be so high because this is a direct, known violation. When a person, and I've used this analogy before, we got a little parking lot out here with all these cars. Okay? We got a parking lot on all these cars. If some little kids out there are playing baseball and they whoop, hit the ball and hit the car with the baseball, whoops, they got to pay for the broken window. They got to pay for the dent. They got to, that was an accident. But if the kid comes up with a baseball bat and intentionally beats on my car, they should not just be fined just the repair costs. It was an intentional thing. It was not accidental. It was with malice. It was for a specific person. We need to take the amount of actual profit they made, multiply that by 5, and send somebody to prison, and then it will clean up. One company, you do that to one company, pull out everything that they made times 5, make it hurt, and then send any executive level person who knew about the direct violation to prison for 5 years. It's going to stop. It's going to stop. New York, I applaud you for at least catching this, but you want to charge them less than 0.25% of their potential profits for this? Get serious. Get serious. This is laughable. Ooh, Verizon fined millions. Guys, that's like me finding a penny on the ground and handing it to them, especially when I just made $1,000. All right? That's what this is like. My apologies for your ears. Oh, boy. Well, ACLU, Secret Service announces a test of facial recognition system in and around the White House. Of course, if you are anywhere near the White House, apparently they're going to be running this. Facial recognition software all over the place. And with the facial recognition software, they're basically using it to make sure, are you a bad guy? Are you whatever you're doing? Of course, this was released, I think last month. ACLU finally got a hold of the real official documents and released it. Their ultimate goal is to be able to track peoples of interest, which basically means analyze everybody that comes within a vicinity of the White House and cross-reference them across the little list, And so, with that being said, is this something that is violating the rights of Americans? I absolutely think it is. Because now you're simply taking your photos simply for walking down a public street. And by the way, this is a publicly owned building. Sure, extra security, but publicly owned building. And you are taking pictures of everybody, scanning them across a facial recognition service. And that's, this is a violation of privacy. At some point in time, we got to recognize this is a violation of privacy. So, of course, they're using facial recognition as of special concern when it comes to protesters. Trump administration is already attempting to limit protests near the White House, and Secret Service has a problematic history of handling protests, including mistreating protesters because of their political opinions. The addition of facial recognition to the mix does not bode well. This is kind of like down at the Beaver Stadium down here, one of the football games earlier this year. Everyone's like, they came in, they put a giant, super high resolution 360 camera in the middle of the 50-yard line or whatever, and did a whole circle, and they put it up on Facebook, and there's all these sheep-all going all over the place, like, oh look, I can download the picture for Facebook. Whoa, there I am. Do you guys not realize that they did this whole giant 360 high-res picture of everybody in there to run it across facial recognition? They have identified every single person that was in attendance at that football game. This is nothing to celebrate, people, but if you're a sheep-all, then you just don't care. So, that's kind of that. Alrighty. This is an interesting one. This could be under security, but I think it's under privacy here. Why in 2018 is Microsoft adding security questions to Windows 10? So, of course, now they're basically saying, oh, now we're going to secure your accounts with extra security questions. Guys, never, ever, ever enter real information on security questions. Like the banks want you to, everyone wants you to security questions, security questions. Guys, do you realize how easy it is to get somebody's security questions? Like mother's maiden name is a big one. How hard is it to find somebody's maiden name? Well, log into Facebook and there you go. You got mother's maiden name right about there. So you gotta be careful with the way that these things are running. Let me rebalance my window there. There you go. That's balanced stuff. All right. So Microsoft is now adding security questions to Windows 10. So now you're going to have this extra security. It's not an extra security, guys. This is not extra security. This is actually making it more insecure because somebody will be able to get in there and guess the questions, especially when you have a botnet analyzing these questions. They're going to feed the entire dictionary into that thing in like 5 seconds and get into your back-end Microsoft account if you're securing your computer with Microsoft account. So yeah, that's not good. Moral of the story, guys, do not enter real information on any of these security question things. Not good stuff. Whew. My apologies. I realized I moved the microphone closer, so that fire was probably extra loud. My apologies for that. Loud fire, loud fire, loud fire. Let's see. I think I blew some of you guys off the stream. We peaked at 51, but we only got 444 on now. Woo! Why was that a picture of Windows 7? I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Hello, Anna Rita. Let's see. Need some Excedrin to deal with this. Yeah, you might. You might. Hello from Seattle. Greetings, pizza, pizza. Everyone join me saying pizza, pizza. Okay, most beautiful place in the world. Let's see. Anna Rita, Sleepy Eyes Vince, you sure like to rub the fact that you are on your Speedo while we are in our sweaters. That's right. Hello, Anna Rita. Where's my digital girl? Okay. It's one place. There's a lot of nice places. Turn down the headphone volume time. Yep. Rent this legal action against your SSN number. Call this number. They will. Can they be anonymous anymore? Yeah. Pizza's in the house. Pizza's in the house. Who ordered pizza? All right. I retired my Speedos years ago for board shorts. I'm born on the sign of Mars. There you go. I'm born again. Woo! Yeah, there you go, Matthew. So am I. Awesome. I think COPPA should be opt-out with parents' permission, and you have to take an internet maturity test. Dude, full of crap, honestly. Who cares what he's thinking anything? A lot of guys do. All right, sure, Sleepy Eyes Vince, I bet you still use... okay. Oh, I thought COPPA was a healthcare privacy. Nope, it's child protection. Yep. Gee, Anna Rita, married with children here. Read between the lines. No time for any of that. Rip headphones. Yes, turn down headphones time. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Oopsie me with a big mouth. I will shut it now. Fire. Finally, swears on string. No. Yeah, that's probably a swear. In fact, that's probably worse than some of the other swear words, isn't it? My apologies for that. Yeah, try not to do that. Gee, honey, bring my headphones. Yep. Any fine is too lenient for contravening child protection laws. Someone needs to face criminal charges. Yep. Aspirin or Advil work? Probably. Ears are ringing. Sorry. Gotta get get serious, especially when children are involved. Yep. Free Barabbas and crucify Verizon. Yeah, but Verizon's certainly not our savior. Okay, we need help with the national debt. Find them. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, you guys get to pay off 10% of the national debt if you'd like to continue doing business in this country. How's that? There you go. Get 10 companies that all violate the laws at one time. We'll be scot-free again. For another, yep. Yep, need new headphones needed. Sorry. What if I told you? Hi. I would tell you hi right back. Agree they couldn't even sign a toss and have it mean anything legally. STL, and right behind you and agree with the sentiment, but GD is offensive to me. Yeah. Well, my apologies. Did I miss Kitty Cam? Yes. Kitty's right here. Whee! Okay. Dan, I have not had headphones on. The speakers here are a bit loud. I bet the neighbors are wondering. Okay, if you care more about the language being used in the actual point you made, you're part of the problem. I'd say we all have bad words sometimes when we're angry. Yeah. Honestly, though, Benjamin, that is not a word I should be using because it would be better for me to use the F word than to say what I said. My apologies. Okay, I heard that in New York, if you want to own a gun, you need to submit a permission for the government to view your last year's worth of social media posts. I heard they were trying to do that. I'm not sure if that's fully in the laws yet. But the funny thing about New York, too, is they are a may issue state and not a shall issue state. And so they have every right to say no. Wife and I are quiet people during the night, but hear Tom on the speakers every Friday night, so he knows a loud guy, yeah. Know why Git cloning doesn't work on Arch? No. Technology is so advanced that they can do head-to-face recognition so they can track you by the back of your head. Sorry, your social credit score does not allow you to access Pennsylvania Avenue. That's right. Not allowed here, bye. Not allowed here. Wouldn't be a Friday night stream without sheep noises. I heard if you use Linux Mint distro, they leave you alone. Well, there's what? Is using Mint more and more on a dual boot, Windows 8 and Mint machine, yep. To agree with not entering real information, DOB into websites. Had my identity stolen once, and the cop I was reporting to gave me that same tip, yep. Sheep noises is the trademark audio. Sheeple, sheeple. Your ears hurt? Your ears hurt. Yeah, sorry. All right. I think I typed something wrong. Greetings from Alaska. Finally caught you live. Hello, Otto. Greetings to you. Okay, if you don't give this guy a thumbs up, Santa may leave a lump of coal in your stocking. That's right, Tim. I hope you didn't come on for the loud part, Tim. Didn't want to add to the heart troubles. All right, chromium plated edge. Wow, yeah. Okay, it was worth swearing about. I'm swearing at my screen too. Yeah. Hello, Switch. Late to the stream. Shelving snow. Hello, Ron. Greetings. Go home. Surveillance state. You're drunk. Told you I was being burned for donating to the SSA. Where's the tin hat? Spatry is copying you now. You should mark it. Uh-oh, is he copying my hat? Oh, no. That's okay. I don't mind. As long as no one makes tinfoil fedora before I do. Try to keep this one quiet. I'll have to catch the replay while lying in bed tonight. I got to the loud part. I don't think I'm going to miss any more. All right, well, let's jump on over to the business news. Of course, we start the business news talking about the affiliates I have in web hosting. If you need a web hosting account, or maybe you need to move your WordPress site somewhere else, A2 Hosting is my affiliate for that. So my affiliate link for that is tlm.li/A2H. I'm using A2 Hosting for all my things. Of course, I'm using the VPS. The $5 monthly starting at the VPS is for a bare bones VPS with really no support. Basically, same thing you'd get at like AWH or something like that. I use more of a core VPS, which is a little bit more expensive, but is perfectly what I need to manage all the different clients that I'm using. All their hosting will come with a free SSLs through Let's Encrypt and or Komodo. Mine are through Komodo. I'm not sure if that's just because I'm on a VPS or not, but they definitely at least have the Let's Encrypt available as well. They are not owned by EIG. They are not owned by GoDaddy, and you get to talk to real people, preferably in your country of origin, I hope. I usually talk to Americans when I call them up. They do get back to things pretty quickly, and they have very good services. So use my affiliate link if you are in need of a hosting company. All right, now on to the business news. Of course, I like to call the business news corporatocracy because it basically means that the companies are running the show, or in other words, the lunatics are running the asylum. So, all right, so the first, if you are a customer of American Thugs and Thieves, then if you remember those days when you'd be like, okay, hey, I'm moving, and I'm moving and I don't need the service anymore. Well, they used to issue you a refund check for the unused service. They basically prorate the end of it. Well, as of January 14th, they are ending that. So if you disconnect these services before the bill is over, we don't offer the prorated credits anymore, but you can still use the services until the last day of your billing period. Guys, people cancel their service because they're moving. Thank you for charging me for the half a month that I'm not living in the same house that I'm living in. I mean, in all reality. And so, but as of January 14th, they're no longer doing this, which is kind of hilarious. So it would not surprise me. Anybody using AT&T, are they trying to get you to pay for a whole year up front? Or I don't know if they're trying to do that or not, but yeah, kind of does this. So the change does not apply to accounts in California, Illinois, and New York because presumably it's illegal over there. You versus AT&T phone accounts in Michigan. So basically everywhere where we can screw you by messing up your bills, we're going to do it. Where it's illegal to do that, we're not doing that. But yeah, you can't work with that. So anyway, that way, if you are on AT&T and you're thinking about moving, make sure you cancel those services before the end of the month. So you either have to pay for the whole month of phone while you're not living in the house, or you have to go a couple weeks without the phone if you move in the middle of the month. So anyway. Oh, this was a neat one. Tim Cook addresses the white supremacists in the ADL address. So this is a anti-defamation league. Several people are talking about this because he's like, people with violent conversations have no place on our platform. Well, you let all these rappers up here talk about killing each other left and right and center. Why aren't you having a problem with that? I mean, really, you want to get serious, Tim Cook? Let's get serious. This is all about, hey, we are going to selectively deplatform the people that we don't want on our platform. And this is kind of a scary thing. And this article here doesn't do a lot to bring in a lot of the balanced viewpoint. This is like, woo! Blowing some smoke here because they just... I don't know, man. So sometimes I say I worry less about computers that think like people and more about people that think like computers without values or compassion, without concerns or consequences. And this is hilarious. They're like, we don't want anybody that devalues people. And people are like, hey, Tim Cook, why do you have to put suicide nets around your factory so your workers stop killing themselves? Mr. Tim Cook, why did you, for a long period of time, until you were caught and it was made a public nightmare, they were literally caught enforcing child labor to build their iPhones, paying children nothing. It was literally nothing. An intern opportunity to assemble your phones that they turn around and sell back to you for over $1,000 a pop. And they want to get all high and mighty about human rights and the betterment of society. No, watching both sides of Tim Cook's argument here is quite hilarious to see it. But, from the earliest days of iTunes and Apple Music today, we've always prohibited music with the messages of white supremacy. They don't care about black guys running around killing each other. I mean, just white supremacy's bad. It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. You either got to get serious or get serious. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. It's also the right thing to do to, pay people livable wages, not put people in conditions that they want to kill themselves, not force children to build your phones for nothing that you're turning around and selling to people for thousands and thousands of dollars. And maybe, how about stop stealing people's parts, like Louis Rossman's parts from the border, because you don't want him to fix phones and devices? Shockingly, after he was on a big television program in Canada, highlighting things. Why don't you, Tim Cook? It's the right thing to do to prevent your Apple computers from going into the waste by releasing the products, the services, and the schematics and the diagrams to actually fix these things so we can have a better life out of it. No, they don't care about this. This is a lip service for the sheeple, buying into the Apple ecosystem. They want to do what's right, because it's the right thing to do. As we've showed this year, we won't give a platform to violent conspiracy theorists. They deplatformed a lot of people this year. None of them were really violent. Untasteful maybe, but not violent. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. My friends, we can't We can't be clear on moral questions like these, and we've got big problems. Says the guy putting children to work for free in their factories to sell lost phones for $1,000. Tim Cook, I think you need to go back and check your morals at the door here. I mean, in all reality. Creative experiences from free from violence and hate experiences that empower creativity and new ideas. This is what our customers want to do. You can't have creative ideas if you're deplatformed. Well, you can, just nobody knows about them. So, congratulations, Tim Cook. You're kind of a moron. Oh, boy. Yeah, so finally, Microsoft is doing away with Edge as we know it. It's going to be rebuilding Edge based on Chromium, which I think is very sad because even Chromium is getting worse and worse. Even here on Linux, Chromium is getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Microsoft is throwing in the towel with Edge and is building a new web browser for Windows 10, this time powered by Chromium. All right, so basically they're utilizing their Edge was based on a platform called Edge HTML, which I think this is really them like, no one's using Edge. We gotta get rid of this and go with something else. No, it's just because it's your product, Microsoft. You're going to take Chromium, you're going to mess it up, you're going to make it your own product, and still nobody's going to use it. Just keep building Edge, you know? Keep building Edge. Because people aren't using it because it's yours. They're not using it because it's Edge. They're not using it because it's yours. Okay. But anyway, they're ditching Edge HTML. They're going with Chromium to replace it. They are... so I don't know when this is going to start showing up. We'll start to seeing it, let's see. We'll expect Microsoft to introduce Anaheim through the 19H1 development cycle in which insiders are currently testing the fast ring. This is a big deal for Windows. Microsoft web browsers should finally be able to compete alongside Chrome, Opera, and Firefox. Now, the problem is it's Microsoft's. Nobody wants to use the Microsoft browser. That's the problem. Doesn't matter what it's based on. That's kind of the thing. And then, oh, good news. Amazing. This is actually good news. Literally good news. We have to have some good news stuff. In fact, this wraps up our business news on good news. Uber and Lyft drivers guild wins a historic pay rules. So this is in New York City. Of course, we talked about the gig economy, I think, last Thursday. And basically, any of the drivers for Uber and Lyft, to continue to operate in New York City, there is going to be a base pay for drivers. So the new pay floor equals a raise of at least $9,000. So basically what it boils down to is it is $17.22 per hour after expenses, $26.51 per hour gross, which the City Taxi and Limousine Commission calculated as the contractor equivalent of New York City. So they're coming down. Basically, New York City's just kind of, they got them in a checkmate. Because like, fine. They're not employees, they're contractors. All right, we're just going to make you pay your contractors a certain amount. We have the right to do so. Or you can get out of the city. And so basically now, let's see. So New York City's minimum employment wage of $15 per hour as effective as of the end of the year. So the rules come in response to a massive campaign by IDG, including petitions signed by 16,000 drivers and many months of rallies, research, and lobby days, as well as thousands of call centers. So basically what this means is that if you are an Uber or a Lyft driver in New York City, it will actually start to make sense for you to continue to do that. This is actually a win. It sounds like it's over-regulation, hurting a big company, whatever else. But no, you got to realize that these companies have a bare minimum of employees. They are giving a whole lot of people absolute peanuts, not giving them the resources and not really caring because they can kick whoever off the platform and somebody else can jump in right in. This is a good win, and if more cities start to do this, it starts bringing accountability for these big companies, and they can stop cashing in the bank with billions of dollars of profits while the people actually doing all the work for them make absolutely nothing. And for those curious, driving for Uber and Lyft is not a lot different from being a Walmart worker in all reality. All right. So that is our business news for the day, ending in some good news for once. Let's see. Spatry had Acton tinfoil hat, but he destroyed it. He destroyed the tinfoil hat. No, don't destroy the tinfoil hats. We need those. These are people who want to control. Tucker interviewed one of the people supporting the bill. He will not be giving up his passwords to the people he's supposed to be representing. Vince, see you in your weather report. Yeah, 70 degrees. Yeah. Leftists want a ruling class and peasants to be controlled. Special rules for them and another set of rules for us. That's right. Oh, it's 82 degrees. Sleepy. I mean, come on, Sleepy. I did not get a chance to listen to the interview yet, Pizza. I was not at the computer except for like an hour today, and I did not get a chance to listen to that. So I will try and give it a listen tonight, or worst case, maybe tomorrow. I will let you know, though. This is great. Everyone else on YouTube does the same. Yes, thank you. Yeah, thanks for the feedback on that. Yeah, I'm trying not to be crazy spammy with them, but at the same time, you know, hey, the affiliate marketing bridges the gaps when YouTube decides to demonetize me, you know. Can they move the accounts to a new address? Which accounts? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. For the American Thugs and Thieves, probably. AT&T trying to get me to go paperless billing. Nope. It's reading Apple was deplatforming app developers, making screen time limiting apps because they have their own functionality coming out in iOS. Yeah, that's always been a core of Apple, is that they do not support apps that compete with their own competitor. Like there's an anti-competitive law that is going to be ruled on by the Supreme Court. They've finally decided to hear it, and it is basically saying, hey, we need another app store on the Apple, and we need to open up the platform, because it is antitrust. It's completely antitrust. Rappers that rap about killing each other and drugs, just fine. Christian conservatives, they are the issue. Glad to have their priorities in order. That's what they focus on. That's right. That's right. Hey, I mean, I can't say that entirely. My Christian podcasts are on iTunes. You know, they haven't deplatformed me yet. United States will become the next China, possibly. App developers now having to completely pivot their business. Yep, single mothers produce crime statistically. That's right, we got to stop single mothers. I think China terrifies would have been helping America. I don't listen to rap, wouldn't get the words anyway. Some of it's pretty good. More and more people are getting chirped off the UK. Very interesting stuff going on. Greetings, Louie. How's it going there? Interesting until it turns surveillance. Facebook won't allow Dennis Prager to smoke a cigar on his show because it's a bad example for kids. However, it's okay for Antifa and the other leftist groups to do whatever they want. Yeah. Okay. No chirping. Employees not required for now. Sad thing is that people do not want to admit the ugliness of the system of capital at all costs. This isn't capitalism. This is corporatocracy. We are not in a capitalist society. We are in a corporatocracy or an oligarchy. Capitalism is just the thing that's thrown out. Capitalism intrinsically has morality built into it. We have no morality in our system. Where it went wrong was when you try to inject logic and try to make sense of leftist behavior. My mom washed out my mouth with soap if I swore. Really? What was the soap in I forget the name of the soap in the Christmas Story. Which one was that? Yummy. They are literally going to insert microchips. Yeah, actually, where was it? I was reading at there was a company that they were being sued because the company was requiring people who work there get chipped, and people were like, I don't want to get chipped, and the courts ruled no, they can cause you to get chipped. Scary. Edge is the best browser to download Firefox. That's right. Microsoft will buy Canonical. Really? Microsoft will buy Canonical and ship the next Windows with Ubuntu kernel. It would not surprise me, actually, if Microsoft bought Canonical. They are exactly aligned. Shedding off resources, focusing on cloud and IoT infrastructures, all things Canonical and Microsoft are both doing. Or Amazon could buy it up, because I heard today that Amazon is now trying to buy up flavored water. I don't know. Why does YouTube keep popping up the big blue check out your new library? Because they're trying to push new services that nobody wants. Chrome plated edge. That's why Microsoft joined OIN. Firefox is not happy with Chromium by Microsoft. They said they will lose users. Help me with LibreOffice Calc on Skype after the stream. Possibly. I make money somehow. It's greed that kills creativity. Capitalism is good, but need regulation. CEOs need to practice good business, and they do not anymore. Yes. Mugen, Ivory. No, it was, what was the name of the soap? Ralphie in the Christmas Story was listing the types of soap. And what was that one? I keep wanting to say it was like Love Boy, but I don't think that's it. What was the name of that soap from Christmas Story that she put in his mouth? Anybody remember that? Chinese Communist Party tried to manipulate its population by changing the writing system of simplified characteristics. The only loyalty a CEO has is to the board and shareholders. Yep. Teenagers these days wash their own mouths out with Tide Pods. That's right. Quite sure I agree. Seen profit motive. IG insurance company is completely warped mentality. Yeah. Prove that corporate greed is not capitalism. However, neither is government-mandated pay scales. Neither is overly effective, or both are actually two sides of corporate socialism. I agree. Lifeboy. That's it. Lifeboy. Thanks. So I had most of it right. Just like, what? It's like, that doesn't sound right. All right. Anyone say they hate capitalism? Nobody has ever lived under capitalism. We live in a crony capitalist. Yep. Yes. We are not in a capitalist society. That implies morality. Something we don't really have. What's our last one is security, huh? We got some security news. Well, first in security news, for all you guys using your amazing fingerprint scanners, this is on iOS. Scammy iOS apps that were like fitness apps were basically utilizing your biometrics, like your thumbprint and fingerprint and stuff, to steal money out of your iOS account instead. Whoops! Multiple apps posing as fitness tracking tools were caught misusing Apple's Touch ID feature to steal money from iOS users. The dodgy payment mechanism used by the apps is activated while the payments are scanning the fingerprint, seemingly for fitness tracking purposes. Why do you need to scan your fingerprint for fitness tracking purposes? That just doesn't seem to make sense to me. Anyone else understand that? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it at all. And so with that... After the user fires up some of the above-mentioned apps for the first time, the apps request a fingerprint scan to, quote, view their personalized calorie tracker and diet recommendations. Only moments after the user complies with the request and places finger on the fingerprint scanner, the app then displays a pop-up showing a dodgy payment amount of 99 or 199 USD or 139 euros. Pop-up is only visible for about a second. However, if the user had a credit or debit card directly connected to an Apple account, the transaction is considered verified and money is wired to the operator behind the scams. Guys, how many times have I said it? Don't put your credit card number on your Google account, on your Apple account, on your phone. I mean, keep it away from this stuff, people, unless you have a very close. Like, if you have to, get a prepaid card so they're not just blanket wiping out your accounts, which you wouldn't be specifically liable for, but you'd just rather it not happen, you know? Based on user interface and functionality, both apps are most likely created by the same developer. Users have posted videos of the Fitness Balance app and the Calories Tracker app. Yeah, probably they are the same. Scan your fingerprint to view personal... Oh, yeah, dude, give me... The cat is really wondering what's going on. And then, here you go. Woo! Premium. And then, there you go. So, just a word of warning. Yeah, and don't use these biometric things. Don't verify payments with fingerprints. That's silly. There's a Quora update. So if you've used the Quora site, is this Quora? I think it's Quora. If you use Quora site, then somebody hacked into this bad boy and stole a bunch of stuff. About 100 million Quora users had account information stolen, name, email addresses, encrypted password, so a hashed password, which basically means if you use that account or anything else, change your passwords. Data imported from linked network when authorized by users. Public content and actions, so all of the questions, answers, comments, and upvotes. And non-public information, answer requests, downvotes, direct messages. Note that a low percentage of Quora users have sent or received such message. Okay. So there was a hack into the system. So if you had a Quora account, be aware of that. Change your passwords. Change any account that has a similar password. And on to our last security news of the day. Thousands of sensitive emails were stolen by an intrusion of the Republican campaign arm. Woohoo! Yay, all these political parties harvesting and stealing all of our data, all of our data, all of our data. An email intrusion, now they're taking it, storing it all up, and then someone's coming in here and just going, woo! There you go. So that's kind of that. So information was stolen from these guys. Guys, it doesn't just keep your information out of the hands of the world in all reality. Really, in all reality. So, if you were connected to Republicans, and by the way, half you Democrats were probably connected to the Republican group anyway as well, just be aware your email address and other information they had on you was probably stolen. How exciting. All right, $5 super chat from Sleepy Eyes. Crap, YouTube, Google has my credit card. Super chat scammed. Yes, if you want to scan it for this, Now, by saying this, by the way, as long as those accounts aren't connected to your phone where it's too easy to hack and steal, get information, it's probably safer if you're just doing them on computer and things like that. But definitely be careful with things directly linked to it that are this easy to access. Ashamed of my own generation. WordPress 5 is good other than Gutenberg. Yes, pizza, but WordPress 5 is Gutenberg. That's all it is. The other nebulous bug fixes, there really aren't any. It's just adding Gutenberg into the WordPress core. Okay, are corporations trying to manipulate the language of the people? Means to an end? Of course corporations are trying to manipulate the language as a means to an end. This is why companies like Moe's tries to get you to say, what's the one name? I find it offensive, like the Home Wrecker. The Home Wrecker. Instead of saying I want a burrito with whatever the Home Wrecker comes on it, I think that's like a burrito with guacamole or something, whatever it is. Instead of saying I want a Home Wrecker, or say it with the burrito, they want to change your language. Same thing with Starbucks. I want a large coffee. Oh, a venti. No, I want a large coffee. If you sell me a venti coffee, I just might not pay. I want a large coffee. So yes, corporations are oftentimes, because what is in their mind is they want to get us as consumers used to their phraseology, so it brings in, the theory is it brings in a brand loyalty. And so yeah, they're absolutely attempting to manipulate our language as a means to an end. Yeah, if you can get us thinking in terms of venti and tall and whatever other meaningless nonsense words Starbucks wants to use, then it introduces a brand loyalty to Starbucks, which, by the way, I have just simply decided I'm not shopping at Starbucks any longer, which is sad because that used to be my Saturday thing, to go up to the Starbucks at the local Barnes & Noble and sit in there and get some coffee. Now, I always bring my coffee cup, bring my coffee cup with me. I used to bring my Linux one. This is my teacup. Bring the coffee cup with me, get a refill. Sometimes the cashier's ringing in as a refill for 26 cents. Sometimes the cashier's ringing in as a coffee for $2.60. $2.60 for brewed coffee, and when I supplied the cup, what do you want? Holy coly. All right, so really, the reality is with these is that I emailed Starbucks and I said, hey, half the time when I go to the store, I'm getting a refill charge at 26 cents. The other half of the time, it's like $2.60. What is the correct answer? And they responded, but their reply didn't make any sense. I have no idea what in the world their response was. And so I said, screw it. I'm just not going to Starbucks anymore. I don't really like their coffee anyway. In fact, I hate their coffee. It was just I like the environment, but you know what? I can find other places to like the environment. Maybe I'll find some more local coffee shops to write at instead. In fact, maybe I'll just go to the one that's right downtown here. It's probably a little closer. But yeah. All right. Capitalism implies freedom, which does not exist in this dojo. Yeah. Best system we can have is one that limits how much power and control any one person can obtain. Capitalism, not perfect, but the best we got. I'll check my pulse rate. I must be a vampire. I don't have a pulse anymore. That's about normal. Thanks for suggesting excellent things to me the other day. It's better than Windows. Yes, no problem, man. No problem. That's just Ducky. Is that Linux? Is what Linux? Keywords to me are capitalism and human. They do not meld. Linux, not really, but we have fun. Honestly, the fingerprint scam is very smart. Yep. There's no alternative better than a free market system. What's the alternative? An all-powerful, unchecked government that can go wrong. Yep. Absolutely. Thank you again, Sleepy Eyes Vince, for the super chat. Tongue print scanner. There you go. Ow. Oh, imagine having to do that and everything. Like everyone, you gotta lick something in public. Like, guys, we gotta go. Now we have a little touch screen thing. You used to drive up and the thing would just print you out a ticket. Now I actually go up and have to touch a touch screen. And it's like you see the side of the screen. It's like there's like dried snot on this thing. You're trying to like find some corner of the screen. Ew, it's so nasty. Absolutely. Don't let Google have my credit card number. Yeah, but you can do a like a prepaid card on it or something like that. You can tie that to the account, which is certainly safer, but it depends on the methodology and what you're doing. I mean, there's ways to safeguard an account. What is the Hello Dolly plugin? So this is one of the two plugins that's prepackaged with WordPress. It makes no sense at all. And the Hello Dolly plugin is basically, it gives you phrases in your dashboard. It is one of the #1 hack targets in WordPress because it is on nearly every WordPress installation. Even if it's not activated, it's there. I've seen a lot of PHP hacks where somebody accessed the file server and dropped a hacked file in there, either replaced the Hello Dolly file or simply hacked the Hello Dolly file in there. So definitely delete that crap. No fire yet? No, I went on fire once. Is Toss streaming tonight? I don't know. He was scheduling a special stream with somebody tonight, but that one was canceled. But whether he's not going to be on by himself or not, I don't know. Too late. Super chatting is so easy because I use Google Pay on my phone. Man, I wish I discovered your channel 12 months earlier. Oh, boy. Yeah, but, you know. I refuse to buy Starbucks, yeah. Maybe once a year I find myself at Starbucks. I always ask for a small tea. Most of the time they don't bother to correct me. That's good. Now I'm addicted to convenience. Where's Tim's frying pan? Yep. Gotta just slowly get convenience out of the way. I shop at Starbucks because I like supporting local businesses. I'm joking, of course. But pizza, don't you have Seattle's Best up there? Which is not really good coffee, I gotta say. Chinese Communist Party claimed they created the simplified characters to increase literacy rates. However, the population was so illiterate for one reason, schools were shut down. Yeah. Don't go to coffee chain stores. Local independent cafes are so much better. I walk in and the owner already knows what I want. Yep, Italian roast, not my thing. You roasted the Italians? No! Still going. Wow, yep. Can I do mad cow disease sounds? All right. You guys know how to tell if a cow has mad cow disease, right? You got to look at it and get it to moo. If it goes, you're probably safe eating the cow. But if it goes, may we suggest the chicken? All right. I mean, the fingerprint scanner also doubles as a pulse rate scanner, I think. Oh, really? Dum, 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 dum. Try to find a local coffee shop unless you're in a college town or vacation spot. Capitalism is awesome. Love capitalism. There you go. All right. Tell them if you were an early childhood educator, you'd be the master among the toddlers with your animal noises. Well, hey, I used to actually teach elementary age Sunday school. So, yeah, they did like some of the animal noises. I do a really good monkey, convincing monkey, too. But, you know. Swipe your tongue through the credit card scanner at the grocery store. Oh, there you go. Speaking of touch screens, I found that every McDonald's has a touch screen poo on it. Yes. Yes, that was an interesting study that came out where all their basically this isn't the ordering kiosks. I don't think they were testing the ordering kiosks. They were testing the ones at the tables used to, you know, entertain the so literally they went through and tested all these things, and they found that yes, there was fecal matter on nearly every single one of the McDonald's touchscreens. Very frightening. Feel like the local Christian coffee shops. They feel more welcome than the Starbucks. Yeah, we don't have any of those anymore. We used to have one, and it lasted a very short period of time. Christian bookstores are becoming rare. And the sad thing is, I think part of it is they've lost their marketing ability. They've lost the ability to cater to small publishing, which is oftentimes where the best Christian books are. Not saying that because I'm a small Christian publisher, but a lot of the big books, I mean, it's hard to get, but I found this out a couple weeks ago that, Christian bookstores, they don't order books through the same places everyone else orders them. They got to have their own snobby Christian distributors. It's just like, what? It's like, my books are already on Lightning Source or on Amazon. That is where every other book in the history of the world is. But the Christians want their own thing. But how dare we get dirty touching the things of the world, I guess. I don't know. So effectively, since they're not carrying it, so like, guess where you can't buy my books right now? Christian book distributors. So I'm going to send people who want to buy my Christian books to Amazon. Well, but Amazon's hurting our business. Here's a thought. Why don't you carry books that are distributed through the regular chains? By chains, I mean the regular distribution channels. All right? I mean, it makes no sense that Christian book distributors, which all they are is an online ordering platform, it doesn't make sense that they can't get books in their catalog like Barnes & Noble can, like Amazon can, like every other online bookstore in the world can, because all they are is an online bookstore. Doesn't make sense. So unfortunately, Christian bookstores, whether local ones or, there's a couple chains left, they're not, I mean, it's sad. I wish there were still more of them around. I would absolutely love to support them rather than that. In fact, I have a friend who runs one in a city that I drive through every now and again, that whenever I need something, I try and save up to go to his shop and support his shop. But it's like he's the only Christian bookstore within a 200-mile radius of where he's at. I mean, it's crazy. And there's like 5 big cities within 200 miles radius of where he's at. I mean, it's crazy, but it's like, we have a fairly large town and we don't have a Christian coffee shops. Actually, you know what? I think we have a church downtown that actually does have a coffee house in the basement of it. I'll have to go and look again. So, we'll see. All right. Youth in China formed the Red Guards in order to help Mao Zedong crack down on dissenters. Oh, yeah. I did read that. Very common and dangerous misinformation. Capitalist just means your time and effort's your financial worth, and you pay your bills and have nice things. Yep. Waiting for the day Amazon will bring me coffee to the door in 5 minutes. Oh, come on. Just got in. All right, Mark. Well, welcome. Waiting for the drones that follow you around with advertisements. Come on, man. It's coming. Red Guards destroyed temple shops, homes, entire towns that they considered part of the four olds. Yep. One cow said to the other, "Are you afraid of mad cow disease?" The other says, "No, I'm a helicopter." Nice. So my future hamburger cackles like a joker, walk away. Correct. Absolutely. Okay, I've never seen any corporation manipulate the language on the scale that the communists did. Christian bookstore near me is going downhill. I used to get deep theological books there. Now it's all good prosperity crap. Yeah, and that's a sad, 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 sad reality. Sad, sad, sad reality. Do I still have, by the way, is this it? No. Hey, there it is. All right. Speaking of Christian books, I still have a giveaway going on for my book Testing and Temptations. If you are if you use Amazon, you have a United States Amazon account, you can follow this link and enter to win a copy. It's all distributed and stuff through Amazon, so I don't have to handle that one. Woohoo! All right. Capitalism at work too. No demand, no supply. Yep. Is printing the same thing it was in the days of typeset? No, Mugen. Actually, in printing right now, as far as books are done, nearly everything, whether it's a POD or print on demand or whether it's a mass-produced, they're actually all done on the same exact method on the same exact printers. The only difference is the traditional publishing route will generally, they'll just push off a larger print run at first versus POD. When the order comes in, it triggers the machine, the book prints out, and it goes to the shipping fulfillment. And so really it's really a different beast now. But the good news is for people like myself who independently produce and publish books, the quality is exactly the same. You could not pick up my book and pick up the latest book from, Penguin Books, if they still exist, and tell the difference between them because they're all printed on the same machinery, same equipment. We have, for heaven's sake, kind of odd name, but glad it's still there. Actually make my own coffee is infinitely better. Steeping French press now. Yep. Friends watches the prosperity stuff. He's so far out at $50. He sent them. Yeah. I wanna call up the prosperity guys and tell them, you know what? You do so much of blessing other people. I mean, all the people are sending seed money to you. I want to see you get blessed this month. So would you please send me $1 million of seed money? And I promise you, God's going to send you $10 million next month. Later, Carbon. We had family friends who work there, and they are truly godly people. There are so many fake Christians, Tom. People may know their Bible, but their life shows no evidence of it. I agree. Coffee shops. Yeah, this isn't, and the one I'm talking about, it's not like you go in and in the church lobby, they got a little Starbucks in there. This is the church I used to do the soup kitchen out of it. In fact, on the one half, they have the soup kitchen. On the other half, they actually put a little cafe down there. And I actually think the coffee's donation only. I don't think they actually charge for it. But it's a very nice environment. You can go down there. You can either sit at a table or a beanbag chair or something. You can hang out, get some coffee, things like that. And so it's separate from the rest of the church. It has its own entrance and everything. I'll have to go check it out and see exactly what it is. I know we had excessive amounts of pastries at some point in time, and I remember dropping some pastries off to them, but I didn't stick around to ask and inquire about how they operate and stuff. I have a ritual when I do my French press, no metal, use a wooden chopstick to stir. Yeah, I actually have a wooden dowel rod that I stir mine. I do a French press, let it seep. I stir it with a wooden rod before I push it out. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, mega churches also have coffee shops. Yep. Many people have bad experiences with the people that claim they're Christian and are not, and it does lasting damage. That is correct. Yep. It's a good third-party post editor, alternative to Gutenberg and classic editor. Check if I think it's called Fusion Page Builder is a decent one. Elementor is a decent one. I think they may have a free option as well. Like, Elementor is not the most user-friendly, but we do use it on a site. It gives you the easy option to use, you know, your traditional editor if you just need to do content, or the page editor is actually a pretty good editor. So that's another one. Elementor is a big one. There's DV. I'm not sure if that one's a free one or not. I know there's, I would definitely avoid, it used to be called Visual Composer. I think it's called WP Baker now. Avoid that one. Huge hack target. And if you're not constantly updating that thing and things go out of whack and then you won't be able to edit stuff, avoid that one. But, I know there is a decent free one out there that's completely free. I want to say it's called Fusion, but I can't remember for sure. Are my printed books DRM free? Well, printed books are always DRM free, but my ebooks, yes, are DRM free. My ebooks are DRM free. I do actually have a statement in the front of my print books about the open source software used to produce them. I heard about the metal versus wooden stone spur, but yeah, French press technique is a fine art. I'll tell you what, I bought my French press because I was trying to cut back, looking at ways, you know, save power, save electricity, live more simply. And I got the French press and I was like, kept the coffee pot for a while just in case. I'll tell you what, I used the French press from day one, never even once thought about looking back. You can trust me, I'm a Christian. Yeah. Some of Satan's best workers sit towards the front of the pews every Sunday. Yeah. Hey, some people sow wild oats Monday through Saturday and go to church on Sunday and pray for a crop failure. Walk down a local Christian gift store with the kids after this stream because Christmas is coming. Sure there will be no kangaroo products there. I hope. Love my bun coffee maker, full pot in 3 minutes. I grind my own beans. There you go. Yeah, grinding your own beans is good too. I like that also. I used to have a hand grinder. I got to find me another hand grinder. Been doing my coffee all wrong. The things you learn on YouTube Tech Channel. Yeah. See you later, Tom. Thanks for joining us. Stir clockwise or counterclockwise? I stir clockwise, but since you're on the opposite end of the Bernoulli's effect, you're going to want to spin the other way. No, that's not Bernoulli's. What's the... Oh, I'm forgetting my my environmental science. See, I stir clockwise. You might want to stir counterclockwise because you're below the equator. Not like the others. That's right. Do you grind your own coffee or use pre-bound? Okay, if I can find whole bean, I prefer to get whole bean. Oftentimes, I can't find it, or it's like, you know, I'm not paying 3 times more to have to grind it, you know. So I usually pick up Folgers Black Silk as my preferred basic coffee, and I get a variety of different flavors as well. I would love to go down and buy, and there's a couple places in town here that actually roast their own beans. I would love to go down and buy theirs, like particularly their whole bean flavored coffees, but they've never had good flavor. It makes me kind of sad because their coffee's good. Yeah, it is a better taste with whole bean. When you grind your coffee, way better. Lehman's sells manual coffee grinders. There you go. I stir clockwise, counterclockwise, and then crisscross. That's right. And Red Falcon Run drinks a lot of coffee. He drinks about, I think, 5 or 6 times more than I do. I don't know. How many pots do you go through a day? I do 2 coffee cups about this size, usually. Just flush the toilet, check. Well, your toilet down there in Australia, your toilet should go counterclockwise. So grind your own beans. You'll never go back for coffee like Folgers. Yeah, I do go back for coffee like Folgers simply because I'm really not paying twice as much for whole bound beans. But sometimes I'll find it on sale somewhere. I'll always snatch up full beans. Archer Farms Sumatra is amazing. Ooh, that Sumatra is good coffee. Red Falcon Run, if you've not tried Sumatra coffee, go find yourself some Sumatra coffee. You might not go back. Coffee is bad out of the machine at work. I remember in grad school, we used to use, like, when in the science field, you do things in ratios, and then you need, basically, you make concentrated solutions so that as you add things together. So, like, you know, when you're doing buffers, when you're doing penicillin drops to do tissue culture and things, that's like the penicillin is made in 10x solutions. Our buffers are in 5-drop solutions because of the various things that you're adding. So, you know, you add 2 milliliters of this, a milliliter of this, you know, 5 milliliters of this, and then eventually you'll have your entire cell culture media to do all the tissue culture stuff. And so everything is made in the science lab in ratios of X. And so we used to have to go to these seminars in grad school, and they had this coffee that was so strong, we actually called it 2X coffee, because you had to take half your cup with coffee and half the cup with water to actually get good coffee out of it. We got a Keurig. It's all right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Keurigs, but I do 2 coffee cups twice that size. Okay, so you do 2 of them twice the size. I do 2 of them this. So you drink about twice as much coffee as me. All right. Any coffee out of machine is bad. I grind mine every morning. Takes about 10 seconds. Brew time is 10 minutes. Can truly enjoy a religious experience with 35% cream. Ooh, that does sound good. But the earth is flat, guys. The toilet won't flush because gravity is imaginary. True that. Very true that. I've been cutting out the sugar, though. 50% this week. Very good. I haven't used sugar in my coffee in a long time. I think I threw some in the Starbucks a couple weeks ago. Last time I was in Starbucks, I think I put in No, I didn't put in sugar. I put in cream. Archer Farms is a brand sold at Target. Huh, we have a Target in town. Maybe I'll go look for it. Stevia. Folgers there. Going to set up a forum on the website. There you go. Ikipu? What should I use? Well, I mean, if it's going to be a forum software, either PHPBB or SMF. I've always kind of been partial to PHPBB. I think SMF might move ahead. Look at those two. They're both still the gold standard. So either one of those. Just as long as you stay away from the pod machines, they're evil for many reasons. Oh, Quint says NodeBB. I've not tried NodeBB, honestly. Definitely want me some SwitchedtoLinux merch for Christmas. Very good, very good. Let me see if I can't access that there. If you're on the show tomorrow morning, I'll try and look up if there's any coupons where I'll have the access to the other computer. But yes, absolutely. Shop.switchtolinux.com. Like my coffee with 1/4 coffee and the rest sugar and cream. There you go. Gotta go. See you later, Sleepy. Okay, never use sugar and coffee. Only half and half and cream. Yeah, we used to call half and half hermaphrodite cream. Those were the days. Keurigs are for all the normies out there who've been willing to pay for quality coffee beans. Yes, I know you get what you pay for. Yeah. Folgers is good. 920G for $10.97. Rocks my solids in the morning. Rocks your socks in the morning. All right. Just drink coffee, tea, and plain. Don't want the sugar. Yep, that's what I do. I haven't had any sugar or anything made from wheat flour in 3 weeks. Unbelievable how most of my joint... Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Cutting out carbs, if you have like arthritis and things, cutting out carbs does wonders for it. I've not seen Press BB. Drinking my coffee black for months now. Don't miss the cream and sugar. Yep. Yeah, that's generally how I do my coffee. Just regular black. I love it that way. For my coffee, a little strong with a good amount of sugar. All right. Ooh, all this coffee talk. I kind of want to go get some coffee now. I think I've already had a couple cups, though. And I have this is a wonderful blueberry tea I'm drinking today. Assistant put 6 creams and 6 sugars in coffee. I just got my coffee from 7-Eleven because it's cheap and it's on the way to school. Their coffee isn't that bad. I usually fill my cup with half hot chocolate and half coffee. There you go. Be a poor man's mocha. Absolutely. That's a good stuff. No, somebody eventually had to say that, bite my vape. Yep. 3 months, all joint pains are gone. You can do a 5K mile bike ride without unduly whining. Can't say enough about ditching sugars. Absolutely, yeah. C++ for larger applications. Recommend Java, C#, but they're both insane now. Yeah. I don't like coffee. Tea is better. All right. Well, I got my blueberry tea right now. It's pretty good stuff too. All right, we're gonna. Hey, kitty, you want to hang out up here while I go grab you your kitty treats? Here. Boop. Go on. I gotta grab your kitty treats. Just stay right there. Stay right there, buddy. Stay right there. Oh, stay. No, stay there. Just stay there, buddy. No, just stay right here. Just stay right here. All right, and now I gotta find my Feed the Kitty screen. Where's my Feed the Kitty screen? There's my Feed the Kitty screen. All right. Ready, buddy? Oh, don't sit over there. You're going to moon people again. Come here. Gotta go this way. You don't want to moon people. No mooning the camera. Ooh, what do you think, buddy? Oh, you're just going straight for the face, huh? Bypassing the pod, going straight for the face. All right, here you go. Right there. And how about we turn around for this camera right here? Oh, you snagged it before the camera got to it. Here you go. Ready? Here you go. Yeah. Are they finger licking good? Yeah, they're finger licking good. That's right. Right, buddy. That's right. Don't moon anybody. No mooning, people, CJ. Oh, he's hitting enter. I don't know what he's hitting, but he's trying to type something. Okay. You gonna be a good friend today or a fair weather friend today, huh? What do you think? You gonna stick around? All right. All right. Let's see. No drinks for me. His wife said since last time he went to bed singing to me, he scared the cat. Like $2 for an extra large, but I usually go for a medium for like $1. Yeah. So easy at the time this year. Results are encouraging. I do miss the beer. All right. One size coffee. That's the biggest size they got. This will shock most. Oh, the sugar is more addictive than cocaine. Blueberry tea sounds pretty good. Yep. Love both coffee and tea. Yep. I do coffee in the morning, and then about halfway through the day, after I've had my 2 cups of coffee, I switch to tea. So you understand, not everything needs to have sugar. Yep. Actually, not eating sugar is impossible in this world today. No, it's possible. It's just very hard. Fed the cat. Thumbs up for Kitty. Meow. Set up NodeBB and Hiraki, which could include free with GitHub. All right. Okay. Typing humans wake up. And eating more home-cooked meals rather than processed junk food. Feeling a lot better for it. Yep, absolutely. Set popular post widget on my website, but I have no data, so I need people to visit my posts so the widget gets enough data to display popular posts. All right, Pizza, post a link to that. So I think it's pizza11nerd.com. Is that still it? All right, go check out Pizza's posts. He actually has some pretty cool posts. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. So everyone say hello to the kitty and bye-bye, kitties. Bye-bye, everyone's. Oh, he's so cute. Yes, you are. All right, guys. We're doing a live show tomorrow, probably around 12:30 or so. There was something else in the news about smart cities, but I think I beat that one up too much lately, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to do tomorrow. But we will do a live stream tomorrow about 12:30 Eastern time. Not completely certain what we're going to talk about quite yet, but we'll see you over there. So thanks for coming along, and have a look at the links in the description down below.